still no Anne. Maybe she appears after Kaiden, because I know she's still in her workshop. Okay, let's go to Kaiden first, see if that unlocks Anne, and if that doesn't, then we'll go see my baby. Oh, and there's also Quinn here. I believe there are no more ingredients to get. At least I think. Wait for Kaiden. Sorry, water went down the wrong way.
And then I told him, "Sir, that's not a rose." And he...
We spent the evening at Quinn's. You've all taken turns keeping an eye on the flower shop. Not that you're keeping much watch at the moment, as Quinn was brewing herbal tea, and the two of you are busy sharing your best weird customer stories. And I was asking him, "Are you really sure?" Because I couldn't come up with a polite way to break to him that the plant smells like farts. And then, what kind of plant smells like farts? I mean, supposedly there are plants that smell absolutely awful. I don't remember any off the top of my head, but yeah. The door at the back opens, and the two of you turn to see Kaiden walking in, looking awfully tired. I checked around the shop again, but there's no sign of either demons nor Ronan. You look disappointed. Thank you, Kaiden.
Thank you.
Thank you for the help, Kaiden.
Actually...
Don't thank me yet. It doesn't mean he hasn't chosen to strike, true?
You look like you need something to warm you up. I'll go brew some more tea.
Yay, tea! Quinn gives the man a meaningful look, and then goes into the back. Kaiden leans against the counter with a sigh, and you notice how he seems dimmer than usual. Talk to me.
Are you okay?
Please talk to me, Kaiden. What are you thinking? Kaiden takes a deep breath and lets it out slowly.
More of Goldner's men are prowling the streets.
Of course they are. Blech.
It's getting harder to stay out of sight.
You must be prepared.
That guy.
You better be prepared for him pulling something too. I don't think he'll let this one go.
I agree.
Kaiden's eyes are fixed on the streets outside the window, but they seem unfocused. Somehow, like his mind is somewhere else. Don't leave me in suspense. There's something else, isn't there?
Kaiden.
You know you can trust me, right, Kaiden? I don't mind listening if you have something on your mind.
I see.
I know. These are just pointless musings, though. Seeing the library and hearing Michael's story, it got me thinking. When we met him, and Michael said that your people had destroyed their own historical records, I didn't believe him.
I don't understand.
Such a thing would be unheard of in our society, yet I cannot deny the evidence when it's presented to me. Yeah, let's not get into that. I've never really given much thought to how precious my people's collection is. That knowledge is something that people will kill to obtain, or to destroy.
How curious.
I suppose I've gathered a newfound respect for my elders, who have worked so hard to preserve our history, even if I still don't agree with their apathetic view of the outside world. Yeah, I hear you there. I thought I had to leave I thought I had to leave to change history, but the fact of but the act of preserving what came before, that too can be used to change what it is to be. That is true. Like I said before, those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. My voice is breaking again. Dee, 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 dee. You've grown. You changed, Kaiden. It sounds like this experience has given you some new expensive perspective. Ugh. What was I reading?
Really?
Perspective, huh?
I have been thinking about what I will do once all of this is over.
Not a bad thing. We're making a difference here. I am making a difference by being in this place. I'm nowhere near to making amends for what I've done, but perhaps in time I'll be able to face my elders and tell them what I've discovered. What are you planning?
I wonder.
It sounds like you're planning something.
Well,
You could say that.
look,
If we succeed in preventing Ronan's plans from coming to fruition, then things will continue as per usual. My people won't know about the disaster. Sorry. My people won't know about the disaster that their apathy almost permitted. We can't keep living with blinders on until the successful disaster wakes us up from our slumber. Yeah, that is true. I totally agree with you, Kaiden. Prepare for the worst before it happens. And when it turns out it's not, then if it even turns out it's not the worst, the damage may be reduced, and you can adjust. It is my duty, I believe, to wake them up. Oh, Lord time. What do you want to do?
So,
Now you're talking about duty again. But what is it that you want, Kaiden? Besides hydration.
how curious.
What I want, huh? This time I've spent with you all, despite the hardships, I've never felt so alive. I've always had the desire to explore, to travel and learn about the world. Things up here are so exciting. They change and shift, and I feel like my actions have an actual impact. But that's all the more reason for me to return. My people deserve to know this as well. What will happen if you return?
I wonder.
What do you think will happen when you return? The elders are not going to be happy with me. They may even provide spankings. Sorry, I had to make that joke. I left without permission, stole one of our most precious artifacts, and destroyed it. There will be punishment for sure. After that, I'm not sure they will be willing to listen. But I have a duty to try. But I have a duty to try. Right? That kind of weird. Yeah, he doesn't have to please him, but do what you feel is right.
About that.
I believe you can change their minds. If this is what you feel is right, then I support your decision freely.
You know,
It won't be easy, but with friends like you encouraging me, it gives me hope. It's a rough road ahead, so I'm very grateful I won't be walking it alone. Yeah, I think now would be a good time to lighten the mood a bit.
So,
Just don't forget me when you go on to become some huge hero back home. As if I could ever forget you, even if I wanted to. The door to the back opens and Quinn enters the room with a pot of tea. Tea!
So that's how it is.
I see you two have already gotten comfy. I'm glad. They smile and pour the brew, the sweet earthy scent drifting up with the steam.
By the way,
Now, Kaiden, you must tell me about the flora that grows in the southern mountains. Kaiden's shoulders relax as he smiles back. What do you want to know? Aw. Whoops. Oh well, we're going to visit Quinn. You enter the flower shop and aren't terribly surprised to find Quinn already there. You did not, however, expect to find I think I read Quinn instead of Anne. Again, a log would have helped. Just something to keep in mind and for future reference, Galdra. You did not, however, expect to find her and Quinn arguing.
I just don't understand why you are being so stubborn.
Oh boy.
The shop will be fine if you leave for a couple of days. I'll even water the plants for you.
while I would love to see you try your hand at gardening, and this isn't just about the plants, and you know that.
I can't believe this.
Obviously. This is about your safety. Staying here is a huge risk to you, so why?
Because I'm not like you. I'm not gonna run away as soon as an obstacle presents itself.
Ooh. Anne looks struck, and Quinn winces.
And I'm sorry. That was uncalled for.
Yeah, kind of was. You don't usually expect Quinn to be so mean. Obviously, she didn't. She wasn't trying to be mean. She just blew up. Anne turns on a heel and leaves the shop, pushing past you without a glance. Quinn sighs and leans against the counter.
Well, that didn't go the way I planned.
Clearly.
Sorry. You had to see that.
Friends argue. I've done it quite a few times. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to eavesdrop on that.
Oh, I can't fault you for walking in on such a public row. I'm sorry. It's not the first time we've strayed into this particular argument. I'm not proud of what I said. I'll have to find a way to apologize.
The audio seemed a little low there. That's weird. You argue a lot?
So...
You and Anne argue a lot? Well, of course, as we all have our usual friendship quarrels. I know I've had. Who gets the last cookie? Should tea be with or without milk? Stuff like that. Pineapple on pizza for some reason. Like, come on, guys. Preferences are fine, but geez. You're making a big deal out of pizza toppings. But this particular disagreement goes a bit deeper. Anne is such a wonderful person. I fear she can't see the light she could bring to the world. Instead, she hides away in fear, taking the safe route she knows. She has her reasons, and it isn't up to me or anyone else to decide what she does with her life. But Alethros' mercy, that doesn't change the fact that sometimes I just want to grab her by the neck and throw her out to the light in the light where she belongs. Her reasons?
About that.
You mentioned Anne has her reasons for shying away from the world.
Actually,
I understand your curiosity, but it really isn't my place to tell her story. I'm sure she'll tell you herself whenever she's ready. Oh, she will. It's coming. How are you coping with all this?
Are you okay?
I don't mean in the situation at hand, I mean the fact that my voice keeps breaking. How are you handling all of this, Quinn? You look so calm, but this is a demon we're talking about.
mess.
I'm terrified. No use lying about that. But I trust you, and I trust Anne, even if she doesn't agree with me on this. That is great. It's like... This is actually quite a brave thing she is doing. She's choosing to stay despite the fact that there's danger, and she's scared of that danger. But she trusts us enough that that it gives her comfort. It gives her strength. Having people who support you is a great thing. I refuse to live my life in fear. Otherwise, what's the point? Okay, so just things to advance. How can I help?
About that.
Is there anything I can help to protect the shop and yourself? I have to say, Elizabeth might know some handy potions. Oh, yes. So this is probably how we unlock the new potions. So I'd certainly ask her if you're... I'd certainly ask her if you haven't already. Though I think your past encounters with these foes has shown that and that if they really want to come inside, it's difficult to keep them out. That's true. Experimental potion making. I'll protect you.
This is it.
I won't let anything happen to you, Quinn, I promise.
Thank you.
I trust you. But still, be careful, alright? How's the forest?
Tell me about...
With all this going down, have you had any time to work on restoring the forest?
Actually,
I managed to get something together, yes, but I ran into a bit of an issue that's holding me back. What is it? What kind of issue? I need for it to rain. You see, the nutrients in the soil aren't the only thing that's going to not the only thing that was removed by the failed ritual. I can make a water bomb. I can make lots of water bombs. Then it can even be fun. You just have to keep the glue one out as a rule. With no plants left to hold on to, the water dried it out as well. Oy. That is bad. A good rain shower would clear the issue up easily, but the weather has been so very dry lately, and it doesn't look like it's getting better. Oh boy. And I don't think on this scale, one rain will be enough, though. So now I'm just about stuck here waiting for the rain. I might have a potion for that.
This is it.
I actually have a potion that might help with that. You reach inside your satchel and fetch a vial for Quinn. This is good. This should be good enough to water the area.
that's wonderful.
A water bomb? I was joking. I totally forgot that the water bomb was the solution. That is extremely funny to me. We used to play with these at the academy when we were young. The professors would get so mad. How did I forget? Quinn looks at the vial with a sad sort of smile. Just be sure not to make a glue one. You were a delinquent? Yeah, let's tease a little, lighten the mood.
Really?
What's this? You were a naughty student, Quinn? That's a surprise. We were all kids once, true. Kids used to be a lot more simple when we were. Things used to be a lot more simple when we were still kids at the academy. I can't fault Anne for wanting to return to that time. Anyway, thank you so much for your help. I'll let you know how it goes. Tell me more about nature magic.
I have some questions.
Can you tell me a bit more about your magic? How does it work exactly?
Actually,
There are several schools of magic that are taught at the academy. Most of them require knowledge and training. The nature magic is a field that requires a more natural affinity. Our souls resonate with the life force of nature, and from that connection, we can pull or push to make things grow or wither. That sounds powerful as hell. So, that sounds like poison ivy type stuff. You know what I mean? There aren't that many of us, and we who exist usually live a more solitary lifestyle away from our peers, preferring the company of nature rather than other people. Poison ivy is a nature mage, confirmed. I'm kidding. I know about the whole metahuman thing. Why solitary?
Really?
Why would you choose to live in solitude?
just imagine.
Just to connect with nature easier. We just connect with nature easier than people. The flow of magic we share makes understanding nature like breathing. It said nature feels the same way. Plants and trees will grow brighter and higher if a nature mage is near, and even spirits are drawn to us because of this connection. Yeah, we definitely can't count on Mozart. All of which serves to alienate us from our peers, so to say. What other schools are there?
Tell me about...
What are the other schools of magic?
Did you know?
Oh, well, I'm a nature mage, as you well know, just as you know, and to be a tinker mage. Then there are the illusionists, those who specialize in magic that dazzle and entertains. And finally, menders, those who study the human body and how to heal and cure sickness and wounds. Yeah, those would be the white mages of this world. At the end of that conversation, well, time to go!
I'll be off then.
I should go and get working on some potions then. Okay, Metis.
Take